Let's kick things off with our first story. Israel Adesanya is currently training with none other than David Goggins. While the last style bender isn't booked for a fight just yet, he's made it clear that he wants to run it back with Sean Strickland. And this isn't just speculation. Izzy posted a video to his Instagram story earlier today, addressing fan questions about his time with Goggins. Based on his words, it's obvious that the experience has had a deep impact on him. When asked what Goggins is like in real life, Adesanya didn't hesitate. "He's exactly the same as he is on camera," Izzy said. "He keeps the same energy. He's not a motivational speaker putting on a performance for the internet. He's not a fake dude." Even after an intense workout session, Izzy asked him, "Yo, what are you going to do after this?" Goggins, staying completely in character, simply replied, "Train, motherfucker." That's literally what he said. No sugarcoating, just raw, relentless dedication. Fans also asked whether Izzy planned to spar with Goggins or bring him into MMA. He shut that idea down quickly. "I stepped into his world. This was my idea. I wanted this." Addressing rumors that he was hungover from partying in Miami before linking up with Goggins, Izzy laughed it off. "That was fun, but then I had this idea. I texted him and he replied almost immediately. I was like, that's it, I've got to do this. So I did." He spoke about what it really means to train with someone like Goggins. "I'm stepping into his realm, so he can take me to that place, that mental space where he operates." That place, of course, is one of absolute grit, relentless drive, and unwavering discipline. Izzy emphasized that Goggins never pretends to be a fighter. He never claimed he could beat anyone in MMA. He just says, "I can outwork anybody." And I respect that. He even shared a moment from when they first met. "When we linked up, I just dropped down and started doing push-ups. Without missing a beat, he dropped down too. I stopped at like 11. I knew he'd keep going. Forever." That wasn't about ego. It was about recognizing the sheer mental toughness Goggins brings. In short, Izzy isn't trying to bring Goggins into MMA. He's simply stepping into Goggins' world. And according to him, I got what I needed. Next up, Sean Brady is making headlines for blasting Ian Gary following his recent win over Carlos Prates. Although Gary secured a unanimous decision victory over the weekend, many fans, and clearly some fighters, weren't impressed. After the fight, Dana White announced Gary would serve as the backup for the upcoming welterweight title bout between Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena. On paper, it's a big opportunity, but Brady isn't buying the hype. Brady was brutally honest. Ian did what Ian does. He touches you and runs for 3 rounds. In Brady's view, that's not the kind of performance that earns you a title shot. He even claimed Gary got beat up for 2 rounds before turning around and demanding championship consideration. To say you had a performance like that and then claim you deserve a title shot? Come on, Brady said. He added that being a backup fighter doesn't automatically mean you're elite. He can go way in and be a backup all he wants. That don't mean anything. Brady continued his criticism. Every time Ian talks, it's about taking short-notice fights. Cool, bro. You did that. You lost one and almost got finished in the other. This isn't just personal. He made it clear he's speaking as someone who knows what it takes to climb the welterweight ladder, a division as stacked as any in the UFC. Just showing up, playing it safe, and surviving rounds isn't enough for Brady. Just because you're going to weigh in, you think, you deserve it? No, bro. These comments have sparked heated discussion across the MMA community. Some agree with Brady, saying Gary's cautious style doesn't scream top contender. Others argue that an undefeated record and consistent wins, even if not flashy, still matter. One thing's clear. Ian Gary has a target on his back, and if he wants to silence critics like Brady, he's going to have to deliver a statement performance soon. In a surprising twist, Tom Aspinall has now broken a long-standing UFC record, becoming the longest-reigning interim champion in UFC history. Aspinall has officially surpassed Renan Barão's record of 532 days. As of today, he has held the interim heavyweight title for 535 days and counting, without being promoted to undisputed status or granted a chance to unify the belt. It's a staggering stat, especially considering that interim titles are meant to be short-term solutions, when the undisputed champion is inactive or injured. In Aspinall's case, however, fans are beginning to question whether the UFC is using the interim title to stall his momentum. Meanwhile, Jon Jones has quietly hit a milestone of his own, becoming the second longest-reigning UFC heavyweight champion in history. He's now held the belt for 785 days, trailing only Cain Velasquez's 896-day reign. The major issue? Jones hasn't defended the title a single time. He won the belt, got injured, and has remained inactive, all while keeping the championship. These two situations have sparked major backlash online. Fans have taken to social media, particularly X, formerly Twitter, to vent their frustrations. One fan wrote, "This is genuinely pathetic. What a sad look for the sport. No legitimacy. As a sport, really, shame." Another posted, "And dude is still not booked to fight the champ? SMH. This is actually ridiculous." A third fan added, "We'll never see anything like it again. Strip Jon. This guy is sitting there padding his belt-holding record." Nod, and perhaps the most direct. Everyone knows Jon is refusing the fight. He has leverage over Dana and the UFC, but fans see through it. He's not scared of Aspinall. He's scared to go out a loser. That's why he fought Stipe. What a joke. There's growing sentiment that Jon Jones is more interested in protecting his legacy than defending his title. By remaining inactive, but keeping the belt, he's able to artificially extend his reign while avoiding new threats like Aspinall. Fans also point fingers at Dana White and the UFC, accusing them of enabling this behavior. Instead of pushing for legitimate title defenses, critics say the UFC is prioritizing legacy management and big-name control, at the expense of meritocracy. In a sport built on the idea that champions fight the best, this kind of stagnation is a serious blow to credibility. When an interim champ is left in limbo for over 500 days and the undisputed champ hasn't defended his belt in 2 years, something is clearly broken. Next up, tensions are boiling over between Ian Garry and Joaquin Buckley, and things just got personal. Even though Buckley is now booked to fight former welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, he's still got his sights set on a future clash with Garry. Their feud escalated last week before Garry's short-notice bout with Carlos Prates. Buckley began calling Garry out online, throwing jabs in interviews and hyping up a possible future clash. Things came to a head at the ceremonial weigh-ins, where Buckley showed up in person to confront Garry. But before he could reach him, Garry's wife stepped in and intercepted the moment, cutting him off before any face-to-face trash talk could unfold. Afterwards, Buckley posted a bizarre video on social media, alleging that Garry's wife made an advance on him. "As soon as I pull up, boom, she bumps into me, hands the baby off to him like a shield. So I'm like, all right, I'll let that slide. But then she comes back, puts her arm on me and says, 'I'ma see you later on tonight.'" He finished the clip with a sarcastic tone. "Girl, what the hell does that mean? I'm here to see him, not you." Naturally, Garry addressed the comments during an appearance on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, brushing it off as desperate clout chasing. That's all it is. It's sad. He can't generate enough attention on his own, so he piggybacks off anything he can. Let him be him. Interestingly, Garry didn't let the drama completely cloud his respect for Buckley's skill. Despite the tension, he praised Buckley's chances in his upcoming fight with Usman, even predicting that Buckley could run through the former champ. Meanwhile, Garry is riding high after a dominant win over Carlos Prates. Following the bout, Dana White confirmed that Gary will serve as the backup fighter for the welterweight title fight between Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena on May 10th. Gary isn't taking the opportunity lightly. "I believe I'm next. That's how I see it," he told Helwani. "When I took this fight, I made sure there'd be another opportunity waiting. That's what happens when you save cards. You get rewarded." He revealed that it was written into his contract. If he won the Prates fight, he'd serve as the backup for the title bout. Shavkat Rakhmonov, still waiting in the wings. Is Ian Gary truly next in line? With Ian Gary positioned as the backup for the upcoming welterweight title fight between Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena, the question remains, is he truly next in line? Or will the UFC be forced to make some difficult matchmaking decisions with elite contenders like Shavkat Rakhmonov still looming? Gary's recent performances and short-notice heroics have earned him praise, but in a stacked division like welterweight, momentum alone may not be enough. Rakhmonov, undefeated and dangerous, has long been considered one of the most avoided threats in the division. His name continues to circulate among fans as a rightful title challenger, potentially complicating Gary's path to a shot at gold. One of the week's most unexpected and hilarious stories. Khabib calls out Patrice Evra. In one of the most bizarre yet delightful moments of the week, former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov jokingly challenged Manchester United legend Patrice Evra as the football icon prepares for his Professional Fighters League (PFL) debut. Yes, you read that right. Evra is training for his first-ever combat sports bout, scheduled for next month in Paris. He's currently getting into fighting shape at a facility in Dubai, Khabib's home turf, and the two recently crossed paths. Their encounter quickly went viral for its mix of motivational energy and pure comedy. In a clip posted online, a clearly humbled Evra tried to downplay Khabib's legendary work ethic. "Brother, you don't need to train. If you need to fight, I'm going to fight for you." Khabib, ever respectful but always focused, replied, "Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. But I need to train. I take this seriously. You know how much respect I have for the sport. That's why I need a session with you. I want to learn from the best." The banter escalated with Khabib referencing his iconic phrase, "You live in Dubai? I'm here, brother. I told you many times. Send me location. I will find you." Evra laughed and responded, "I'm scared to send you my location, brother." Khabib continued the playful tone. "We're at the gym. When you fix your issue, please, we need to train. When I see you, be ready. I'm going to teach you how to smash people." Evra, always the entertainer, joked back, "I know you love me, but I've got the feeling you want to kill me." Khabib's perfect response, No, I just want you to improve. Nothing else." Khabib also kept the humor going on social media, sharing a photo of himself sitting in the emergency exit row of a flight with the caption, "Why do they always put me in this place?" Fans, familiar with Khabib's dislike for being singled out, found it hilarious. Arman Tsarukyan, set for unique submission. Bout in karate combat. In other MMA news, Arman Tsarukyan is making headlines again, but not in the UFC octagon. According to Ariel Helwani, Tsarukyan will compete in a pit submission series match under the Karate Combat banner on May 2nd, facing off against regional standout Makashri Zanukov. The pit submission series is a unique hybrid format focused exclusively on grappling. Hosted in Karate Combat's signature pit, a cinematic, sloped arena without a cage or ropes, it emphasizes high-level ground game over striking. It's a fresh, stylized way to showcase elite grappling skills while minimizing injury risk. For Tsarukyan, this comes at a strategic time. After a string of impressive UFC performances, injury setbacks stalled his momentum. Rather than sit, Idle, he's choosing to stay active and sharp, opting for a submission-only match that allows him to compete without jeopardizing his recovery. Tsarukyan, known for his relentless wrestling and suffocating pressure, is one of the most promising names in the UFC lightweight division. Many believe he's just a few key wins away from a title shot. So this detour into karate combat is a clever way to stay relevant and connect with fans. His opponent, Makashri Zanukov, may not be a household name, but he brings a tricky, unorthodox grappling style to the pit. It's a great test for Tsarukyan's technique and composure in a format that removes distractions and puts the grappling front and center. Combat sports is going wild in 2024. Football legends, karate pits, and crossover chaos. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it.